Hello, everybody, and welcome back to This is Rocket League. I'm your host slash fanboy, super fanboy, John Sandman. We also are here with your host slash analyst. This is such a great comment on YouTube that I was just like, I'm doing that. We're adding that. You are the analyst. You are like the more critical thinker. You know what's going on. I'm just like the guy who's like, squirrel. Squirrel! Like with Rocket League play.
Flip reset!
Flip reset! Wow! He scored a goal! It's like, yeah, they're getting paid to do that. It's amazing! But like, you need that. We have that balance, man. This is what the show's all about. Today, we have a really cool episode because obviously RLCS is done. Well, not fully done, but you know, we now know who's going to the major and we're going to talk about that, how that all panned out. But also, I wanted to start with our first news story today. Dude, the biggest festival, esports festival in the world returns. Bigger, better, bolder than ever. Gamers8 Esports has put on this festival last year for $15 million. $15 million in Saudi Arabia. And they brought a bunch of games on, correct, Hoodie? Like you know, Valorant was there, Rocket
Fortnite
League
was there.
Fortnite. So they're doing it again, but this time they said it was gonna go crazier. Everyone was guessing it might be double the prize pool or 5 million more. They tripled the prize pool to $45 million.
That's a lot.
That's a crap load of money. So that is amazing. And I know, you know, I mean, obviously 45 million, you know, is definitely not just for Rocket League. But if they bring 5, 6, 7 games over there, we're talking a good chunk of money. Now, what I was asking Hoodie is, will they allow the money, cash, like the total, to be more than what RLCS is? Or Worlds?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Which sucks. Which is what, like, I get it, but like, it's also like, oh man, that'd be really nice for the players to make some change, man.
Yeah, it is tough. They want to remain. They want RLCS to remain the premier, the biggest, the best,
the Super Bowl of Rocket League.
But you know, when you got a $45 million prize pool, it's tough to compete. I do want to say, I told this to John too, but this is a cool poster because we got CRR right here, some passion, some emotion.
Yep.
And then we got another Rocket League. We got Yan and their coach here for Furia hugging. I'm assuming after a big win or maybe at the end of things. So we got some Rocket League representation on the graphic here. But yeah, as you said, John, 45 million. That is insane, dude.
I just had to start with that because that is just so cool. But I'm gonna have Hoodie take it away. He knows exactly what happened. I watched a lot of what happened as well. We're gonna talk about it. To let you know what's going on for this regional coming up. What happened? What happened? We'll start with like the Middle East.
That's right. What happened from Saudi Arabia? Yeah. We'll stay right here. Yeah. We'll go to MENA. All right. So this is the third regional of the split. Yep. Obviously, this is a conclusion. And for regions with 1 and 2 spots, and even 5 like NA and EU, things are still up in the air. And the final, you know, the final teams are grabbing these spots. And there was some drama. We laid it out for you between Rule 1 and Team Falcons, where Rule 1 really needed to lose in the group stage to give themselves a chance. My goodness. Dude, this was a wild situation, John. We had a disconnect. It was ruled. It was ruled in a very unique way. Yeah. The two twins on Rule 1, for Was and Clears, they are brothers. They live under the same roof. They ended up losing their connection during the group stage. And normally, when you cannot play the games, there is a time limit until you default FF. Yeah. Well, the rules were bent, and Rule 1 was given extra time to get their internet situation sorted, which they did, and they came back and they won the series against Arrows. And obviously, you know, I mean, it's
they got a loss, right? They a 1-game loss.
They got 1 game loss. That's right. They forfeit 1 single Rocket League game. But this is a best of 5 and go on to end up winning here in this round. You can see FF game number 2. Again, I mean, I don't really know what all to say about it, but it is what it is.
People were very mad at me being like, I would lose on purpose. Even I know.
I knew they would be.
And I also understand why you were mad in the comments about saying that. I get it. There is a level of like, okay, well, if one team starts doing that, then it's gonna start happening a lot and it's gonna just get really shady. I totally get it. It was just this moment, this exact situation was so unique and so weird. And people, it was so funny because we were watching people in the chat yelling, in Rule 1's chat, who are usually the fans yelling, lose, lose. They were betting. They were putting all their money, like, please lose, guys. We need you to lose. Like, it was so fun watching the live stream of it because, you know, it was no ill intentions. It was just wanting them to lose so they could go on. But they ended up playing it out, and as you all can see, they crushed it. They actually won the regional. They proved that they could beat the Falcons, which is really awesome. But it also opens up the conversation of like, I really hope the Falcons do well enough where they can open up another slot, because I think Mina, it is time for them to have 2 slots. You can see these 2 teams are just powerful and amazing, and I want to see them come out for regional. So
yeah, hopefully the Falcons can put that region on their back and have a good performance here at this next major, and like John said, earn some more spots. And we are going to talk about that a little bit. You might be wondering, wait, how can they earn spots? We're going to dive into it towards the end of this episode when we cover the major. But before we do that, we're going to jump over to OCE. We knew mostly the results, you know, it was kind of impending doom for Power. They probably weren't going to make it. They had dug themselves too big of a hole. But Ground Zero had won 2 of 2 regionals, with Pioneers placing second both times. And this time, same thing that happened in Mina. Boom, the script has been flipped. Pioneers finally got the better of Ground Zero, but those will be your 2 teams representing the Oceanic region at the major.
Very cool.
Next, we got NA. Now, before we even start, John, we got top 4 here. And do you notice anyone missing? There's been one team that's been in the finals every event this season.
Wait.
And I don't see them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm like blanking. Gen G.
Gen G. They got knocked out top 8. They've been top 2 every single event.
Very weird.
That is a high floor, right? I mean, that is incredible. I can't imagine the pressure, the expectations felt at that level when you just consistently, like, you do no worse than top 2. That is crazy.
They were popping off. But it's okay. I think that was important to like kind of zen them out, balance them out, so they go into the regionals like, let's go, like supercharged.
Right. Kind of like a little motivation, a little extra kick in the rear, like, hey, you know, we fell short a little bit.
You can lose to all these teams. You can.
You can.
You can.
It doesn't feel like they can, though. You know what else, though? While we're here looking at this top 4, is there anything else that catches your eye?
Well, yeah,
the green wall.
The green wall out of nowhere. Yeah.
Look, these guys have been the first team eliminated in Regional 1 and Regional 2 of the Winter Split. And then they turn it on for Regional 3. And now, obviously, we're looking at hindsight and we know the results. But, guys, I am telling y'all, we roll into Sunday, and Optic still has a chance to make the major after placing last in 2 regionals.
It was so exciting. It was so exciting.
It was crazy, right? Like, we see them go on an unbelievable run. They top the group. They beat FaZe.
Yeah, dude.
What? They beat FaZe in groups. They top their group. They go straight into Saturday. They take down Shopify Rebellion 4-2, and then they run into G2.
Which is so funny.
Said,
because G2 just has this odd spell on certain teams where it's just 4-0. Like, it's just like you're not beating G2.
They were like, enough of the storyline. No more fairy tales.
But then you put G2 and FaZe in the finals, and FaZe 4-1s them. Like, what?
Now, I'm going to talk about that, though, because while FaZe did have a slip-up in the groups, they lost to Optic. I don't want to brush that aside as nothing, but it's uncommon for FaZe. They typically take care of the teams that are beneath them, and anytime they're taking L's, it's with their peers. Now, once or twice this season, they may have a flub, and this was the one. But let's take a look at what they did when they plug into the bracket. 3-0.
Crazy.
4-1.
Against Gen G, by the way. Let's just throw that out there against Gen G.
4-0. 4-1. We got 1 major team in Gen G, 2 major teams in Complexity, 3 major teams from NA in G2, Complexity, and Gen G. And across 3 best-of-7s, FaZe lost 2 5-minute games.
Is this, Hoodie, is this the time? Is this the time that FaZe is going to take away, we no longer get our meme? We're no longer the meme. Are they taking it away? Are you
gonna make me do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you do it right now.
I'm either gonna curse them or look like an idiot.
It's not on us, all right?
It is the time. It is the time. FaZe is here. First Killer's talking about how Gen G woke something up in them that they have never really had before, inspired them to play the game in a new way, inspired them to do a little bit more research and reflection on their own gameplay, and they just seem like they're a different team. John, I was doing on Mondays after the events, I always do top plays, and there was a top play that was submitted to my Discord. It was of FaZe.
Yeah.
And they hit this clip, and all three of them, you know, they're cheering, they're smiling, and John, we don't see that from them.
No.
That's not super
We need to play that.
If
you have that clip, can we post it on here? We have to.
I'll get it to you.
Awesome. We'll try and show it up to you.
Still working towards the box, but there it is again. Just, you get 1 or 2 chances, both sides. Oh my God, you only get 1 chance against First Killer. He absolutely obliterates G2.
Picks up 100 in the corner at the perfect time, and he just pumps one towards the backboard, and
they are very stoic. They are very calm. Yeah. And I think that comes from their confidence, which they should have. Those are 3 of the best players in North America. And when you're on one team with 3 of the best players, you kind of expect to do what you should be doing. It just seems like something's different here. They're playing so well. It doesn't seem like it's just the First Killer show. Siffical's getting involved. Miss is getting involved. It's a very balanced attack. It's a very balanced defense as well. They just, I mean, the results are here. Look at this, 4-1, 4-0, 4-1. And those are 3 of their opponents at this major. Gen G, the previous major winner.
Yeah.
And FaZe has now won 2 regionals in this split rolling into this major. I think they have figured something out, and I think they're gonna be rocking and rolling.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. So this brings us to, who are we seeing in the major in San Diego? What's the date?
Yep.
April 6th. Who do we get to watch? Who do we get to root for? Who has made it from all around the world? Who do I and you get to see in person?
Yes.
Who do we get to high five with? Hopefully y'all are going. I know I said, I said like when we were first doing this, I was like, who's going to like Worlds? This is not Worlds. This is just a regional. Worlds will be in Europe somewhere. But who will be at this regional? Who are we seeing, Hootie?
All right, so before we jump into who we're seeing, I do want to highlight 2 teams that we're not going to see.
Oh.
Version 1.
Yeah.
Space Station.
Yeah, the ones
2 teams that have become regulars, right? You expect Laniel. We cheer Laniel.
Yeah.
Beast Mode. These are 2 players that are unbelievable, and they're not going to be at this international event.
We
were wrong. That's how it goes.
We were wrong. We were wrong.
That's right. We were both wrong. I was way off of Furia. Furia finished the bottom of the group. Oh, no.
Space Station was so close, dude. Space Station was so close.
But with that being said, we have some of our regulars that are not there. What that does, it opens the door for some new talent. So let's take a look at who we got. We are at the major. It's going to be the same format as these regionals have been for the winter split. We got the group stage, 4 groups of 4, round robin in your group. The top will qualify into the quarterfinal, while the 2nd and 3rd seed will go into round 1, and 4th place of the group is eliminated. So let me make it clear. You just can't be 4th, okay?
Yeah.
If you're 2nd, 3rd, 1st, you're going to survive. You can't be 4th.
Don't
keep
be
that in
4th.
mind as you look at these groups. Now, we'll also take a peek at the money here. 100K first place, 60K second, 27 for 3rd and 4th place. Then it trickles down a little bit, 12K, 9K, 3K. So even if you go there and you don't win a single game, you're still making a little money. And you get, of course, you get the experience, you get the trip, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at our 5 European representatives. Karmi Corp, Liquid, Oxygen, Vitality, and G1.
Nice.
Marked by 8.
Very fun. Very fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
NA, we got FaZe as the 1 seed, jumping Gen G in this last regional. Gen G, G2, Complexity, and Dignitas.
Dignitas pulled it off. Crazy. Andy, man. Andy, I want to highlight just Andy.
Yes.
Was so fun to watch. He was unstoppable. Every caster I was watching who was watching them was just like, Andy is insane. No one talks about Andy enough. Andy's crazy. Like, we hear Drees, we hear Evo a lot, but like Andy was just everywhere. He was a bully. He was legitimately a bully this last weekend. It's awesome to watch.
To build on that, Andy is a player that is not new. He has been grinding, and he's been working his way up. Last season, I think he said 8 or so of the regionals. He finished 9th through 12th.
Right.
He's always been one of those players on teams that's in the middle of the pack, and I'm so excited to see him kind of elevate to that next level. Drees, this is his 3rd major, and they've been with 3 different teams.
He's a good luck charm.
Envy, G2, and Dig. So if you got any doubt in Drees, remove it, because the young man is talented. And then last but certainly not least is Evo. This is his first RLCS split with a team. He tried out, he was signed with Xset, okay? And they tried him the very first closed qualifier of the season. They didn't make it, and they benched him. So he didn't even get to try.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to try. Now, he's been plugged in with Dig, and I actually, if you haven't, go watch Chalk Podcast, because it's a crazy story. They picked him up with hours left before the trade window closed, John. Like hours, you know, moments left.
Awesome.
They picked him up. He's a talented player that's been at it in the one scene for a while. And that roster right there is young and talented.
Hungry.
And hungry. You know, they got tons of potential. They're going to be one of those teams that all these more established players look at and they're like, we should beat them. But if you don't give them that respect, they're going to sneak up on you. So, Dignitas, that's your fun team from NA. We got Ground Zero, the fun team from OCE, Super Lucky, being traded off of Pioneers, finding a new team and carrying them. I say carrying them, willing them to the major. Vibrant Kaka, obviously incredible players as well. And CJ actually said this may be your most mechanical team in OCE. So, excited to see what they bring to the table. And then, of course, our Pioneers. They've added Hunter to the roster. And shout out to Coach JG7 as well.
Yes.
Sure, he's helping them elevate their gameplay. Team Secret and Crew from Sam. We already knew about them last week. We got Falcons securing that MENA spot, and then Gladiators for APAC.
Which is going to be fun to watch, man. The Gladiators. This is...
Well, the group stage is already announced, so we could take a look at it if you want to see it.
Yeah, but did you see... I saw on Twitter, and we need to talk about this.
Yeah?
They announced it, and then they were like, we think this is what it is, but Psyonix could change it.
Right.
What's up with that?
So Liquipedia is something that is not official.
Okay.
Right? Ultimately, Psyonix can plug in and move things if they so desire.
Yeah.
But Liquipedia had it as far as the expected groups.
Right.
So everybody, of course, is, you know, screenshotting, talking about these are the groups. And everybody's just saying, hold on, don't knot it up just yet. Wait till Psyonix announce it. And they have. So this is official now. We know these are the groups.
Look at these groups, y'all. Look at these groups.
Group A, baby. We got FaZe, G2, Crew, and G1. So we get the G1, G2 Atomic Battle.
Yeah, finally.
If y'all don't know about that, check this out. G1, Atomic with a K. G2, Atomic with a C. And they've had to go at it.
They will play each other at least in a best of 5. Yes. And that'll be live.
Right.
Oh.
We got Group B, K-Corp, Vitality, Dig, and Falcons. And I got to be honest, that is a freaking stacked group.
Dude, if I were Falcons, I mean, if I were any of them, like, I'm just scared. Yeah, that one's going to be nuts.
Exactly. Literally any of those teams, they got to be careful every time because any of those rosters can have a pop-off.
If MENA can take one there, ooh, that would... They can knock it fourth. Oh, holy crap.
And we got Group C, and you know how we talk about the group of death?
Yeah.
I'm seeing... These players are on Twitter. Like the players that are in this group, they're on Twitter calling it the group of life.
Yeah. I was thinking the same when I saw this. Remember, I don't know much about this. I'm just getting into it over the past couple months. But I was like, wait, what? Like, how is there no like just one team that's just like, yeah, that team will definitely probably get first or second. Like this is gonna be just awesome to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got to expect that Secret, Liquid, and Ground Zero probably make it through. And I say expect because it's not certain. But your APAC rosters have historically struggled once they get into the international level. Now, with that being said, this is the greatest group that they could have drawn. And now may be the time that APAC gets that series win and advances at least into the bracket. We'll have to see.
So cool.
Now we got Group D down here at the bottom.
Hey.
Gen G, Oxygen, Complexity, and Pioneers, another loaded group, just like Group B, in my opinion. And the reason I say that, y'all have heard me talk about this a couple times, the group that is the hardest to get out of, right? And all you have to do is bet first, second, or third, right? So Pioneers gonna have a tough time getting out of Group D. But if they can get one upset win, let's say they get an upset win over Complexity, and then Gen G takes down Oxygen, and then Complexity is able to take down Gen G, right? And they're all kind of beating up on each other. Pioneers may advance. And I think the same situation here is true for Dig. I know that they're the third seed, but I gotta be honest, I think Falcons is probably a little bit better roster than them, just by a small margin. So same thing is true here. K-Corp, Vitality, and Falcons, if they all beat up on each other, if Dig can grab one upset, they got 3 chances, right? They can get one upset, they may end up making it through. One thing I can say for certain, I am freaking stoked.
Yeah.
I am so excited. We've got new faces. G1 is here, Crew is here, Dig is here, Gladiators here, Ground Zero. We have so many new teams, so many new players at this international event that either haven't been to them before or haven't been in a long time. And some of these orgs have never been represented at the international level for RLCS ever. So I am so thrilled.
Dude.
San Diego is going to be a freaking blast.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. We will be there. We hope you will be there. We also have been putting in some work to this show behind the scenes. We will probably show you next week kind of how we see it. We want this show to be just fun. And obviously we want you to learn like the things I think you or Hootie thinks you'd be interested in and keeping up with like the pro scene. But we also want it not to take itself seriously at all because that's what it's all about. It's supposed to be fun and good vibes. So definitely next week, check out the episodes we have coming up. And I actually can confirm that we do have Nolly coming on the show. Ooh. He had said yes. We're just scheduling. It's just scheduling right now. Ooh. So within the next week or two, you will get Nolly because right now we have this period of chilling. We have kind of just waiting to see what happens. You know, we'll be producing content still, but it'll probably be some fun interviews, some fun like what if situations, or if any talks of offline trade. You know, I don't know if they'll really do much trading right now, but it could pop up.
Ramping up.
Yeah,
it's ramping up.
So just be ready. Be ready for some breaking news. Be ready for us because we will be here, and we love you all very much. Hey, everyone go follow Hootie on Twitch. He talks about this stuff all day, every day, Monday through Friday. He is streaming in the morning. And go give him a follow. Go give him quick right here. Let's just end it right here. Link is in the you know, right in the description. Just go follow him. Go give him some love. We love you. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.